What's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing a very quick video on fiberglass repair because I know I've gotten asked this a lot. And the reason it's going to be a fairly quick video is because the steps to doing fiberglass repair work are pretty easy, at least the way that I do it. So if you do have any changes in the steps or tips or tricks or anything like that to help out, leave them in the comments below, because not only will it be helping me out, but it's also going to be helping other people out as well that are going to read through the comments. So win-win situation. But yeah, I've been trying to put this car back together. So of course, I couldn't put my side skirts on because, boom, side skirt cracked off here, the mounting point, another mounting point cracked off, another mounting point cracked off. So pretty much all 3 points that held the side skirt on broke. And as you can tell from the back here, I already repaired this section once, I repaired this section once, and I already repaired that section once. But now I gotta do it all over again. Yay. First thing I'm going to cover is the list of materials to get this job done. This is every single time I do it, I end up using this, and that's just because I can get it at a Home Depot near me, so I can just get it the day of and end up doing it. Although I'm pretty sure there's better products online available, so if it's not in a hurry to do it, then you can probably buy something better online. But yeah, there's the fiberglass resin. Why is it so hard to take off? Then of course this is the activator or hardener that you mix in with the resin. So that's that. And then I use fiberglass mat, so you can pretty much just cut this up, and that's the material that we're going to be using to fix up the areas. And then as far as applying the materials, I just use these cheap disposable paintbrushes because all the paintbrushes pretty much tend to get trashed after being used. What else? Bro, I think all my painting supplies are up there. And I need my measuring cups. Yeah, whatever, we'll do without it. So, also it's kind of handy to have a respirator. And the reason we need this respirator is because we're going to be using an angle grinder to shave down the fiberglass over there, and fiberglass does not belong in your lungs. Unless you're into that sort of thing. Okay, so the first thing I do is I take my angle grinder and then I just sand down all of this fiberglass over here, and I try and get a nice clean surface for the new fiberglass and resin to stick to. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand down all the areas that need repair right now. And I'm also gonna make sure to go outside of just the broken area, because I'm gonna be fiberglassing more than just the area that cracked. I don't want to just fiberglass that little spot. You know, I want to go much bigger and reinforce this entire area. So as you can see by all the dust over here, dust over there, that's why we wear the respirator. But yeah, you can see how far we took it down over here. And now I have a much better surface to apply the new resin and fiberglass to. Yay! Alright, so now I got my fiberglass mat, pretty much just unfold like this. And the goal here is to take the fiberglass mat and then cut it up into sections that are gonna fit over the area that you're going to repair. And for me personally, I do 3 layers of fiberglass for each repair. So that means I'm gonna be cutting up 3 different sections for each repair that I have to get done. And pro tip guys, based on experience, use gloves because otherwise you will get very itchy. There's our 3 sections worth. We got this one, so this is going to be the first layer, go to a little bit longer. And then of course stack up right there, and then stack up right there. Boom, that was easy. Same thing goes for this section, and same thing right there. Since that's all prepped, now we're going to go and mix our fiberglass resin. The instructions for mixing the resin are on the can. Who would have thought? And the reason I say that is that obviously if you're not using this resin, there could be a different mixing recipe to it. So of course, check the packaging of the product to know how to mix it. We're gonna mix this up in there, make some hardener with it. Then after that, take our paintbrush, soak in the resin to the base layer, put 1 piece of mat on there, put some more resin on, put a second piece, more resin, 3rd piece, more resin. So then we're gonna have 3 layers of fiberglass on top of there. And of course, you know, rinse and repeat. Don't actually rinse the brush though, it's just a saying. We're just gonna eyeball there, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stirring. So I'm gonna cover this, make her nice. Good. Now I can take my piece of fiberglass mat, cover the area. Then I'm gonna just jab it pretty much. And I want to make sure I get all the resin into that mat. One section done. Let's try and get the other 2 done quickly. there's our 1 section done, 2 section done, 3 section done. Now it's just a waiting game for it to dry. For this specific resin, it dries in about 2 hours. So in 2 hours, we're gonna come back and then trim everything up and then re-drill our holes for mounting this kit up. Also, this isn't 100% dry yet, and I'm just removing the tape that I use as a backing. That way the fiberglass had a flat surface to kind of mold to. There we go. There's our final product. Everything's all dried. Nice and hard. You can see the tape worked out really well on this side and filling in the entire portion that was missing. But on this hole, it didn't really fill in that well, and neither did it fill in that well on this side. But I'll take care of that later. Right now I'm gonna take my angle grinder and trim all this excess fiberglass off. There we have it trimmed up, looking pretty good. I'm gonna mount the side skirt on the car first and then see where this hole is at, because I can't clearly see where I should be drilling the hole at. And for this piece over here, I want to get the side skirt mounted up and then drill the hole in the exact spot it should be, since I've kind of lost its place on where the hole was. As you might be able to tell though on these is that there's pretty much 3 layers of fiberglass there and then kind of an indent and then the top layer. So I could fill all of this in, but I really don't find the need to, because already as is with just my 3 layers of fiberglass on here, it borderline pulls out the riv nuts. But I'd much rather have this area not that strong, so that way the fiberglass can just break, because it's much easier for me to do a fiberglass repair like this, rather than dealing with riv nuts pulling out, and then I have to weld in the holes and then re-riv nut the body of the car, which I will show you. Which, as you can see here, the riv nut was almost all the way pulled through, so I just ended up pulling it all the way out. So now I'm gonna have to hammer this in a bit, then weld it up, and then grind it, and then drill it again, redo the riv nut. So I'm very content with my 3 layers of fiberglass repair. And of course, you can also use this method to attach 2 pieces of fiberglass back together. So for instance, this is my rear bumper on the right side, and it's in 2 pieces because it's snapped off. I can go ahead and put these 2 together and then fiberglass the back side, then sand the front, then fiberglass the front of it, sand it all, make it looking all good, and then I'll have a clean bumper once again. But brand new, this rear bumper, front bumper, and side skirts from Duraflex, I think is like $350. So I'm not gonna bother fixing this because I know it's just gonna rip off once again, and I'd much rather just buy a whole new kit since there's so many cracks in this thing. That's the way I've been doing my fiberglass repair, so hopefully it's going to be helping somebody out there watching this video. I'm very keen to learn how you guys are doing your fiberglass repairs, so if you have any tips or tricks, please leave them in the comments, because I'm very interested in reading up on them. And also, if you have a different mounting method other than riv nuts, please let me know as well, because I just want to see if maybe using a bigger riv nut is going to help with the breakage issue, possibly using a washer on top, I don't know, all sorts of things. So yeah, interested in seeing those comments as well. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, offbeat_garage. Check out the website, offbeatgarage.com. If you like the content, please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure to have notifications on. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.